ever felt physical freeze response when notifications came through or email popped up? Or even worse, you manifested illnesses, migraines, because even thinking of work paralyzed you. I have spent over 12 years in the online business space helping female entrepreneurs build sustainable nervous system friendly ecosystems to replace that hustle and recover from business PTSD. In this video, I'm going to share the one and only tool I use to retrain my nervous system, to feel safe around my laptop again, so you can get back to serving others, building your dream without shutting down. Because that was my story. I couldn't even open my laptop. There were weeks I couldn't even get into my office, and the downward spiral obviously starts. The momentum I've built was gone quicker as I want to admit. We beat ourselves up. We think we need another hack to stop procrastination, another strategy that's more aligned, and another push just to get to that momentum. But it's never enough. By the end of the next launch, the next summit, or the next disappointment, next burnout just pushes you further down that spiral till the point your body says stop. But I'm here to tell you, you aren't lazy. It's not your imposter syndrome is taking over. It's not you procrastinating too much. You might be experiencing, I call it business PTSD. That was the time for me to start listening to my body, allow myself to slow down and get help with my now dear friend Anna Byrne, conscious breathwork specialist. We regulated my nervous system first, but there was still this ick when it came to my business tasks and when I sit down. One thing was clear: I can't do business anymore as I've done before, at least not straight away. And while I felt almost instantly better after we started the breathwork sessions and Anna's beautiful process, I knew I need to reintroduce tasks and work general to my body so it doesn't go through the same old cycle of stacking burnouts again. So we came up with a plan to just do one thing a day. We know motion creates emotion, and we know once you get started, you kind of start doing other things as well, right? But there were days I was kind of okay, I guess. And after a little back and forth, I was able to do what was on the list for that day. But there were days I just couldn't. I hid behind binge watching Netflix series, behind Candy Crush, or even baking and cooking. It was a good excuse for sure. After a while, I identified these 3 states I had, no matter what morning routine I tried. There were days I was kind of, my old self. There were days when I was okay-ish. I guess, right, where you feel like, okay, this could go either way, but felt like I can't push too hard. And there were days where I knew how to stop spiraling, but knew there is no way I can open social media, emails, or Messenger. But I knew I needed to do something. I wanted to prove to myself that I will survive this. I didn't want to reinforce trauma, right? I needed ways and certain tasks to match the state I'm in and allow myself to step one level higher instead of going back to flight, fly, or freeze response, right? The rule was, if you feel good, do not just do one task, but, make a little stretch task as well. If not, do an oracle pick. And if I was in a mood of definitely not today, I picked a journaling prompt, find your feel-good place experience, something to keep up with the journey itself, not to go back to the old patterns, but nothing that pushes me too much. The results were amazing, proving to my body one tiny task at a time that I didn't die, right? It was a game changer. I remember messaging Anna, oh my gosh, this was the first morning I woke up with that good old familiar feeling of excitement about planning business tasks again. And it was huge. On that day, the idea of the business PTSD recovery book and the app was born. I added all the tasks I gathered to a kind of randomizer, categorize them according to the level and the state of how I felt that day. even I did those little stretch activities. If I felt okay after doing that one thing, I went one step further. If not, not. And that was totally fine as well. I have the basic version of the app available over the Substack. Let me know if you are interested. It's filled with the 60 tasks if you want to give it a try. I highly recommend. But I just open the app the day, pick my state, and it gives me a task randomly for that day. Once it was done, I tracked it in my journal and celebrated, because that's the most important part of the whole thing, right? When you are retraining yourself to feel actually good about what you're doing. You cannot scale a business if your body perceives it as a trigger. You can't even live a fulfilling life, as it trickles down to all areas of your life, right? This isn't just business. It's about your sanity, it's your health, longevity, and your dreams and vision. And you once held so dearly to yourself. That's your legacy, right? I love my clients and I love my mission. And I know you do too. The irony was, I broke myself in the process. We can't heal without retraining our body to feel safe again after we abused ourselves so much. Business PTSD is real. It's your body trying to protect you from the hustle that got you there. But you can teach it that it's safe to lead again. If this resonated with you, head over to Substack to grab the app, to give it a try. Follow me here to learn more about this topic so we can help you heal quicker, release the hustle, and find the best methods for you to retrain your nervous system and scale your business again, but now without the hustle.